We are recording. Okay, so I'm going to try to share my screen real quick, but it might not work for what I'm trying to do. If not, that's okay. It's not going to work. That's okay. I'm going to stop. So I just wanted to go over the Frazer Brooks challenge a little bit. And hey, Sterling, how are you? So with this Frazer Brooks challenge, this is what the group looks like that you're going into, and there's a video every day that you're in the group. Now there are the core activities, and those are the activities that you do every day. And basically what you do is you just create a DMO that goes along with those core activities. And that's how you get points for the group, or I'm sorry, for the challenge. And even if you start doing it today, I think we're on day like 7 or something, and I'm going to be the first to admit that I have been sucking at this. So he says he has no audio.
I can hear you.
Okay. So I have not been doing a good job at doing this challenge, but you know, the people who are in our chat and in our group are the people who have this $60 prize at stake. So it's, you know, 1 month of admin fees, or if you're an ITA only, it's a month of admin fees plus 20 bucks. And even if you haven't done a single thing for the challenge and you start today, you can still win, essentially. This isn't about doing every single thing every single day. This is just about doing some stuff to get this going and to do these tasks. And it's really all about just being consistent with a DMO. And what that does is build your business. DMO stands for Daily Method of Operation. And you really want to have a daily method of operation in order to grow your business. Sometimes I'm better at my DMO and sometimes I'm worse at it, but it really consists of just kind of adding some friends and going from there. So I'm just going into the core activities really quickly. Here we go.
So the problem that I have with the challenge is and I know this sounds ridiculous, but I'm so busy, I don't have time to sit down and watch the video.
Okay, well then don't watch the video. Just do
post for us every day what we need to do, then I'm probably doing that anyway. But I don't have 30 minutes to 45 minutes to watch the video to tell me what we're supposed to be doing for the day.
Okay, so first of all, the videos are usually between 10 and 15 minutes, but I can definitely do that if that helps. I'm gonna tell you guys too, and be honest, that I haven't even watched every video every day. I have been working on this other project that I'm trying to get up and going, and something that I'm trying to do to help our agents too with getting our own website going. So that has been my primary focus. But you know, doing the challenge and the activities in the challenge are only going to help grow people's businesses. In addition to that, whoever does the best job in our group alone will get the $60 prize. And I'm literally going to just cash app somebody 60 bucks. And I know that Tammy is also doing her own prizes too. So even if you're like, oh my gosh, like I don't think there's any way that I can even get, you know, win anything. Yes, you can. So the 10 core activities are posting on social media. So whether that be posting an ad, posting on your personal page, posting on your business page, that counts as a point. So if you post 5 times, you get 5 points. If you post 1 time, you get 1 point. And if you post 0 times, then you get 0 points. Add some friends. It says add a stranger in here, but what that means is just add a friend, add some friends. It's very easy. You just go into your suggested friends and, click on a person and make sure that you don't have a bunch of travel agent friends in common, and add them if they look like somebody who you would want to be friends with. Now, I don't add people if they don't have a profile picture. I don't add them if they have some weird profile picture. I usually click on them. I scroll down and look like, do they actually have like a real Facebook page or social media page that it looks like they are a real person. It looks like the person I would want to be friends with, and just like somebody who might potentially be interested in the business. It could be another network marketer. It could be somebody who has like a nice beach picture or some kind of outdoors picture. If you add 10 people a day, then you get 10 points. If you add one person a day, you get 1 point. Connect with them.
And this is not just for the rep side. This works for the travel agent side too.
Yes, you can be an ITA only and not care at all about team building, and you can still do this challenge. And honestly, just take the challenge out of it. You can still do this as a DMO. Adding friends just increases your reach. So I have like a little over 2,000 Facebook friends now. When I started in the business, I probably had around 500 to 700 Facebook friends. So imagine how many more people are seeing my posts now, whatever they're about, now versus when I first started in the business. And, some people might think, oh, well, I don't want to add people to my friends. I don't want to add friends if I don't know them. But just think about your Facebook as now your business. This is part of your business. And this is a big part. It could be a big part of your business if you allow it to be.
I haven't been doing it because I've been doing my, working toward the launch.
Start today. Start tomorrow.
I'm going to be posting anyways.
Yeah. So you're already doing
points. Yeah.
You're already doing some of the stuff. And, Tammy said to post the proof. Everybody who was in this challenge has, underneath each day, there are points that you put in, and you can go back and just put in your points for each day. I am going to go in there and I'm going to look at all of our people and I'm going to add up our points. I don't care if you screenshot all the proof. If you lie to me about it, you lie to me about it. I'm just going to assume that I can trust all the people who we work with. And if you lie, $60,
but I haven't been doing
oh well.
I'm going to sign out so I can eat. I'm listening.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
I would let you watch me eat, but I want to eat my peanut butter and cheese. Okay.
No worries. Multitasking always, right?
Now I can hear you. I couldn't hear you in the beginning.
Oh, really? I wonder what was up with that.
That's what I was trying to tell you when I was going like this, Grace. I was going like this. I was doing this and I couldn't hear anything.
You can hear us now. You're all good?
I can hear you. I had to turn my phone off and turn my phone completely back on.
Now you're good to go.
Sometimes.
Go eat your PB&J.
Okay. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. And I see Angie came in too. So, hey, Angie, I don't know if you feel like talking or showing your face. And if not, that's okay. But I still want to say hi. So next thing is to message them and say, just curious. First of all, when you connect with them, when you add them, you can send them a message that says, hey, so-and-so, hey, Sue, hey, Barb, whatever. I noticed that Facebook suggested that we be friends. You were in my suggested friends list from Facebook. So I thought that I would add you. Hope you don't mind. Have a good day. And that's it. And that's just taking it one step forward as far as you send them a friend request, and if they read your message and they never even respond, they might just remember you a little bit more, or you might kind of stand out in their news feed a little bit more. Oh, there's that Ashley girl who sent me a message. I never responded to her. Whatever, who cares? It's all just about making some kind of connection with people. Now you can take it a step further and say, just curious, would you be open to a new opportunity? Are you open to new income opportunities? Are you open to whatever? And how I phrased it is saying, have some information about the travel business. I don't know, do you do much traveling? Have some information about travel business that might be valuable to you. And if not, no worries. You always kind of want to give them that out. If not, no worries. If not, that's okay. Have a good day, whatever. And again, if they open up the message and they read it, but they never respond to you, it doesn't matter. Don't delete them or think that they're a jerk just because they didn't respond to you. Just let it go. It's all just about trying to make some kind of connection. You might end up having a full-on conversation with somebody, and you never know what will come of it. And if you don't want to do this stuff, then don't do it. Just post on social media and add some Facebook friends.
Let me ask, can you hear me? Can you hear me again? Okay. Okay, I'm getting ready, and you'll know, Ashley, because you've been asking me, am I ready to share? I'm not, but I'm almost ready. When I do share, I have 5,000 people already, but I want to move them. Remember, they're in my personal page, and I'm going to invite them all to Adventures by Sterling. Now,
Right.
do we count each one of them as a new? Because we're moving them. I'm inviting them. You said I need to invite people.
Where are you moving them to?
He wants to invite them to his business page.
I have 5,000 people on my personal page.
I don't know if that's considered making a new friend, Ashley. I don't know enough about the challenge to answer that.
That's not really considered making.
Because I need them to come to my business. I don't want to have to monitor my personal account. I'm going to try to move them away, you know what I mean, from my personal account. So,
how are you inviting them? Are you just throwing them in there?
You have that thing. There's a tab that says invite. There's a tab to invite people to your website.
Okay.
Inviting friends.
Yeah, and so I get to invite them. And now here's the reason I say they are like new friends, and Tracy will know this, that I don't know these people.
No, I
They're
understand
like,
that.
remember, I mean, I've been Sterling Powell a long time, and they liked my Facebook many moons ago when I was writing and I was on TV. So for me to personally invite them over to my Adventures pay with a note like that, like a note.
If you're inviting them, then I would say that is, but are you sending them a message, or are you just sending the invite button?
I'm gonna do what you guys said, invite them over and to come up, and I would probably talk to Tracy about to come up with a little thing, when you're thinking of your travel needs, think of me.
Okay,
something
yeah.
like
So
that.
if you are sending them an actual message, then I would say yes, that counts as something. If you're just
Because
inviting them to like your page, I would say probably not so much.
Because I don't personally know each one of these people. They may have been on my Facebook page watching me over the years, but this is the first time I've probably ever reached out and spoke to in a sense, my audience.
And just as a side note, do you know that having like between 2,000 and 3,000 friends is optimal for Facebook for the algorithm?
Well, I have 5,000 on my personal. I have 17,000 in my fan page, and that's why I said I want to move them all over.
Yeah, so what I would do is I would move them over, and then I would get them off of your Facebook page. That way you can cycle new people, get new friends, move them over, get them off.
That's my whole thing. That's what I'm saying.
That's how I would do it.
That's why I want to move them, or I want to shrink my personal page down a little, that it truly is a personal page, and keep my business page going, growing.
Yeah, that's how you can do it too. Yep.
And that's why I said I'm real close. I went back in and rewrote some of it, Tracy, after I looked at it. And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pull off that tour at the end of next month. Are you going to be able to afford that and do February?
Let's talk about it Monday. I couldn't meet with you yesterday because I had that funeral, but let's reconvene on that on Monday and see where we're at.
All right, because I'm thinking, and it's money. It's all about money, because if I need to guarantee, I got to talk to you about the hotel. We'll catch you up on that, Ashley.
Sounds good. I look forward to hearing about it. Okay, so a couple more things on the core activities. If you receive a no from somebody, if you present the information, or you either invite them to watch some information, they watch it and they don't want to be a travel agent, or you talk to them about giving them a travel quote and they say no, that counts as a point, because there's a whole theory behind like how many no's you can get in one day, because when you get like getting 20 no's in one day, if you can even possibly get 20 no's in a day, you're going to get quite a few yeses in between. So that's what that is about. Then last, it's getting a new customer and getting a distributor. So a customer is going to be somebody who you do a travel quote for. So if you send out a travel quote to somebody, that counts as a point. And then of course, if you get a new travel agent on your team, that also counts as a point. So however many times you do each of these activities per day, plus the activity that is in the video each day, add up those points, throw them in that group, and whoever has the most points out of our team is going to get the $60 from me. And like I said, in the group, they're asking for proof and things like that. I do not care about proof. Do not worry about doing proof. Proof takes too much time. Just do the activities, because those are income producing activities, and I'm just going to assume that people are telling the truth. So that's what I have for the Frazer Brooks Challenge. And even if you guys have sucked at it like I have for the last week, start today, start tomorrow, and do it and win $60. All right. Now, Trace, do you want to go on with some travel training stuff? And do you want me to share my screen? Or I mean, do you want me to give you...
Yes, please. I need to share my screen.
You need to share your screen.
So I want to talk about education. Okay. Where I want to start with this is, y'all are not working for me or for Ashley. This is your own business. So you need to be educated in what you're selling. I compare it to a trade school or any other schooling that you pay for. If you want to go to HVAC school, you pay for your licensing, you do your training, you do your education, and you can start being an HVAC person. Even if you're a lawyer, you have to pay for your schooling, you do your education, your training. The only thing better about this business is that we can book travel as soon as we complete our back office training. That doesn't mean that you should. Education is very important. When I first started this business, I did not book travel for a month because I wanted to be educated. I wanted to focus on cruises, so I did all my cruise line training before I booked anything. It doesn't mean that the first thing I booked was a cruise, but you need to be educated to be able to know what you're selling. I don't mind walking people through things, but I'm not always going to be here to do that. I'm busy. I have a lot of clients. And if you educate yourself, and if you take the partner education, then you can educate yourself and you won't need me as much. So a lot of you know I was a bar trainer in Los Angeles. I'm not a good test taker. I'm not a good, if you tell me something, I retain it. I have to touch it, feel it, do it before I learn. So this training, most of it is videos, so it's easy to go through any training that you want. There's several different ways that you have training. I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully I can show it all to you.
And I just want to say too that when I first started in this business, I would ask questions in chats and things, and I would get kind of frustrated if I wasn't getting any answers. And so what I realized myself is that if I go into the IntelliTravel Departure Lounge and search whatever it is that I'm trying to accomplish, I'm probably going to get an answer much faster. And I'm also probably going to get a lot of information on whatever topic it is that I'm searching in the Departure
And
Lounge.
if you're educated, then you don't have to use that tool anymore because you already know how to do it. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I have people contacting me, how do I book a cruise? Do you think I knew how to book a cruise when I started? No, I didn't. I had to educate myself on how to book a cruise. And like I said, I'm not saying that I'm not willing to help anybody, but I just want you to know where the tools are to find them yourself. So there's several different places to find them. If you go to your back office on IntelliTravel.com, there is an education tab. There is a IntelliTutorial library. Can you guys see my screen? Anyone?
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. You're good.
This library has everything you can think of that you want to learn about, that you want to get educated about. Now, this is just in the back office. This is one aspect of education. So if you want to learn all about all-inclusive resorts, you go to your IntelliTutorial library, click on all-inclusive resorts. And this has lots of different things that you can learn about. Classic Vacations is here. Go-Go Vacations is here. AM Resorts is here. Club Med. There's all sorts of things that you can learn about here. I mean, we could train for the rest of our lives and not know everything about travel. There's just no way. But if you find your, I don't know what that word is, niche, like I'm doing group cruises, then that's maybe what you want to start, training on. Here's a all-inclusive vacation one. Delta Vacations. So there's tons of training right here. If you want to learn about your suppliers, I want to learn more about Disney or Carnival or Go-Go or Norwegian, then you can click on these and you've got all sorts of training videos that you can watch. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so that's just one education tab that we have access to. So if you know that you want to do all inclusives or you know that you want to do cruises, you can start here. Also, when I first started, I knew I wanted to do cruises, so I went right to the partners, and that's where I got certified with Carnival, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, Princess, and that's where you go to partner education. And some partners will pop up. If you want to be a Disney destination specialist, I don't know why I can't talk tonight, but there's your tab. Supplier courses. And then you have Marriott, Disney, Princess, Club Med. Again, here's all the things that you can train in. Remember that all of these are included with your monthly fees. So you don't have to pay any extra to take any of these trainings and to get certified. If you want to be a Planet Hollywood specialist, there it is. Okay, so that's another place that you can go to get education. All right, let's see if I can go to my other tabs without losing you. All right, so when I first started, I knew I wanted to do cruises. So what I did was I went to our Carnival Go CCL, which is where we log in for Carnival. And again, there's a training tab. And this has changed since I took it 2 years ago. But now it's called Learn and Earn. So as you learn, you're earning points to a cruise. We also have seminars at sea and ship tours, which a lot of us are doing in Tampa next month, where you can go on the ship tours for free and get to look around the ship, and that's educational. So like I said, this changed since I first started, but now it's called Learn and Earn. So I'm already certified with Carnival, but now they have a new program. So now I can get another certificate. So you just go to your Learn and Earn program, get started, and this will take you through your training. Once you complete this training, you're going to get a Carnival certificate that you can post on your business page and say that you are certified as a Carnival travel agent, which is going to bring you amazing business. One other thing that you have access to is Travel Agent University, and you can Google this. I know that William is doing Elegance, so he can do the Elegant Hotels course, Virgin Islands Specialist, and you can scroll down. You find all the courses we have. And this is amazing because if you go to like a school to be a travel agent, which I know people have done, they went to college to do this. And they have to pay for all these courses that are actually included with IntelliTravel. So it's amazing. You could learn forever. You could be certified in whatever you want at no additional cost.
Wow.
Right. I mean, it's unlimited. People all-inclusive travel agent 2019. There it is. Antigua and Barbuda specialist, Cancun Cozumel Riviera. All of these courses are online. They're videos. You take them at your leisure, and you're going to get a certificate that you're going to post on your travel page at Virgin Islands Specialist. Classic Vacations, they're a supplier. Click on that. Take your course, certified, post it on your business page. I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, we paid $199 to join this business. We're paying $60 a month, and we have unlimited access to any courses that we want, and that's pretty amazing. So
I just want to add two things. One is I have talked to people, and even people who have joined our team as a travel agent with IntelliTravel, who were paying for online courses to become a travel agent. So there really is a lot of dollar value to this that I think not everybody realizes. And also when you do the actual partner trainings, like the Carnival one, the Learn and Earn, a lot of our partners will offer incentives, a discounted trip or a free ticket to go visit the park or different things like that. So there's some different incentives there for doing their individual trainings too.
Right. And when I did my Carnival training 2 years ago, I got a free berth. So I could use that for any cruise that I wanted. Now I think they changed it that you do the training and then you book 5, don't quote me, 5 berths and then you get a free one. They changed it. So I'm not sure. But I know that when I did the Carnival training, I got a free berth on a cruise. And when you do the Disney training, you get a free ticket. So they have incentives for you to take these courses. But I mean, honestly, it's to your advantage anyway, because you're going to post this on your business page. And that's why I get so many group cruises, because I post that I'm certified in all these cruise lines, and people are like, oh, she's accredited and she knows what she's doing. And that's how I get so many cruise clients. Like I said, it's just like a trade school, only you don't have to pay for all the different courses. And the people that do that travel agent college, once they get done, they don't have an IATA number, so they can't book anything anyway. So it's like you're wasting your money, because you have to be under a host agency anyway to have access to the vendors to be able to book. So we're bypassing all of that. We're signing up with IntelliTravel as our host agency. We're getting access to all of these courses, any vendor, and I mean, that's the cheapest trade school that I know of.
And where is that, Tracy, the university page? Where was the, on when you go to Intel,
So
where do we?
This one, the Travel Agent University, just Google it. This is a separate thing that you have access to. So
and how do we get into it once we Google it?
So you just sign in. Like I'm already signed in. You just register. You register as a travel agent with your IATA number, and your email address, and you're automatically signed up. Well, you got to sign yourself up, but you do it yourself.
So it's not in the Intel
This one,
website.
Travel Agent University, is not. If you want to start with the ones that are in IntelliTravel, then you just go to Education. You can go to two places: IntelliTutorial Library.
I've been in there.
Which has things that you can do. Or I went straight to Partner Education because I knew I wanted to do cruises. And then you go to Supplier Courses. If you don't remember this, then you can also do it this way. Like, say I want to book on Vax, but I don't know how to book on Vax. And instead of calling Tracy and saying, walk me through how to book on FunJet, then you can go to Education, Supplier Training and Education.
Okay.
So pretty much any vendor that we have has training and education at no additional cost to you. Weddings and honeymoons. I thought there was Vax Training and Education. If you don't know how to use the website, bam, there you go. This is going to teach you how to learn how to use the website.
How to use Vax. Okay.
Right.
Because I'm almost done with my test. I'm gonna take another test tomorrow.
All righty. But
and then I'll be done. And then I may be done. Then I have one more, like 3 videos.
Okay. So if you decide that you want to use Vax all the time, like I do, because remember, you have access to 10 different suppliers on Vax, but you don't know how to use this website. And you call me and I'm at work and I can't help you. Just the Training and Education tab, Vax Training and Education, and this tells you everything you need to know.
Also, Tracy, do you remember you shared something about Vax last week that wasn't recorded? Do you mind resharing that now that it's being recorded?
I wish I could remember what that was.
About calling in versus using the agent portal.
Okay, so I found this out kind of accidentally. So when you're a new agent, you don't have access to this portal for 60 days. And the reason is because we have 50,000 agents and everybody signs up and they don't use it or whatever. I don't know. But so what you can do is, if you know where your client wants to stay, like William has a Vegas client. He knows they're flying from Washington, D.C. He knows they want to stay at the Cosmopolitan. He knows the dates. He knows the budget. So because he doesn't have access to Vax, which is where I like to book all my Vegas trips on FunJet, he's just going to call FunJet. Well, he did. He actually booked it. He was 2 days in. I don't know. Called FunJet. Hey, this is William. This is my IATA number. I'm a new agent. I don't have access to the booking portal. I have a client that I want to book on FunJet. This is my IATA number. This is where they want to fly from. These are the dates. This is the hotel they want to stay at. Can you please email me over a quote? And they did. FunJet did. And his client booked. He had to call in and make the payments because he didn't have access to the online portal. But that's a way around that, which I didn't know until somebody else told me, that even though you have to wait 60 days to be for customer service to approve you for Vax, you can actually still use the vendors inside of it. I don't know why that is. I think it would be easier for everybody not to call, but that's a thing. And if I'm available and I'm not super busy, I don't mind doing the quote for you on my Vax and then emailing it over to you. But the only problem with that is it's going to be under my number. So you would have to get the email information and then call to book it under your number so you get commission. And Ashley, somebody said in Gold Star Travel Crew that you can register it as an outside booking, no matter whose name it's under, because we all use the same IATA number. But I don't know if that's a true story, because whatever I book on my backs is under my reservations, under my name. Does that make sense?
I would not do that.
Right.
I don't think that's really a good idea. I think that you should, I mean, we can quote it for you, and I can do the same. I don't mind going in and quoting somebody with backs, because it's a huge resource, and it does kind of, it's a little bit disappointing that they changed that rule for some reasons. You know, but I mean, I can understand also how new agent wants access to this. So I don't mind quoting it either, but when you go in to actually book it, then you should be the one to call in and actually book it.
Right. Because first of all, I honestly don't have time to book it for you. And then it's going to be under my name. Like, my P number is under this. So if I book it for you, that commission is going to, I mean, if I don't register it, maybe if you register it, but I don't see how it would work because it's still under my P number. But when I watched the Gold Star Travel Crew training, somebody said, I'll book it for you and then you register it. And I'm like, I don't think that works. So I don't mind sending you the quote, call it in yourself, call in and make the payment yourself under your number, because I just don't think that's going to work. And plus, I don't have time to book stuff for everybody.
I mean, I don't think it's best practice, regardless of if it works or not, you know?
Right. So, I mean, like I said, I want everybody to be educated. It's not that I don't want to help people. I don't mind helping anybody on this team. But like I said, it's your own business, and I'd like everybody to learn where they can find stuff, how they can book stuff. And all of the different partners have supplier training. You have access under your IntelliTravel back office. So it's time consuming, but guess what? It's your business, and that's what you need to learn how to do. I do it all the time. I did the Disney. I did all the I'm going to stop my share. I did the Disney. I did all the cruise lines. I did Universal. I mean, you have to remain educated, and you have to educate yourself to make yourself a successful business. And if anybody has any more questions about it, they can message me. But that's really all I have.
Do you want to talk about ensemble tonight, or save that for a different night?
I feel like I did it before, but I'll do it again.
Was that with us on our group, or was that?
I feel like I did, but I'll do it again. Let me log in.
I think it's important to say too, if you're just a few days into the business and you're getting quotes already, like, do lean on us. We don't want you to not, you know, feel like you can do a quote or, you know, book a trip. We don't want you to lose out on any income over it, but you might say, like, okay, you know, give me a couple of days and then just get through a few hour training, or just know that you can search in that IntelliTravel Departure Lounge to get more information quickly, so that you're not losing any potential clients, even if you are a brand new agent. But it is important to continue to educate ourselves on all sides of the business, whether that be booking, marketing, you know, personal development, all of that stuff. To be the best possible business people that we can be, we need to continue to educate ourselves and working on personal development always.
Okay, so if you get a quote request and you don't know where to go, and me and Ashley are not answering our phones, and you're like, oh my goodness, I have a quote request for, I don't know, Ireland. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. Nobody's answering me. You go to book travel, VIP partners exclusives. It's going to take you to Ensemble Travel Group. IntelliTravel, they're kind of our umbrella for IntelliTravel. So we're already registered with them, okay? I'm just looking at the webinars and training because I haven't taken any of those. Okay.
Teletravel pays a decent amount of money for us to have access to this. So this is a whole different resource that can be a little bit overwhelming to navigate around, but this is a really great resource for us.
Absolutely. So get started today and access Ensemble Travel. You're already registered, so you don't have to register. Your back office. Search. All right, so what did we say we were going to do?
Ireland is a good one because I think a couple people have had that.
Well, I would tell you to go to Brendan Vacations, but if I'm not around, then you don't know. So you go to suppliers, Ireland. All right, and here are your vendors. I like Europe Express is amazing. I like to use Avanti is amazing. I like to use Brendan Vacations by Trafalgar. So let's see if they're in here. So this is going to be everybody that has anything in Ireland that you have access to. So cruises, Beds Online is like a VRBO. I'm looking for what I like. Travel Impressions is a good one. How did we get to Iceland? How did I get here? Anyway. So you you have a quote for Ireland. Let me go back to Avanti or somebody that I know how to use. How do I go back to page 1? All right, let's go to Travel Impressions. I haven't used them, but they're a good one. Oh, so they're under Vax. So it's going to tell you that if you want to use Travel Impressions, go on Vax and you can book it right there. So this is going to tell you if you want to call them, there's your 800 number. Our point of contact. Don't email him unless you absolutely have to. This gives you your commission info for this particular vendor. Okay, this gives you some selling points on why you should use them. Supplier contacts, if you absolutely need to contact them. Groups info. Programs and certifications. So they have a Travel Agent Academy course that you can get certified in. Usually over here, it'll take right to the agent portal, which is going to be Vax. And you just log in. And you can book there. I want to go back to and they actually have a webinar for this Ensemble portal. I've watched it before, but it's kind of time consuming. But here's your training webinars if you don't know how to use the portal.
I think every morning coffee I watch at least a couple of trainings every day.
Yeah, right. Right. I wanted to go back to Avanti, but I don't know how to get back there now.
I mean, I think you could do that daily in the morning, every day to keep yourself trained.
Right. And I would start with whatever you think that you're going to specialize in. Yeah, start there.
Can you also, since you're up there, can you show people how to access and see where the Dream Makers locations are and dates?
I got to go back to IntelliTravel.
I don't know if you had it up on a different screen or if it, okay. While you're doing that, while you're going there, I just wanted to let you guys know and talk to you guys about ITQ 2020 real quick. It's in Las Vegas in February. It's in mid-February around the 18th, 19th, somewhere around those dates. It's a big travel agent training. There's going to be a lot of our vendors there. Right now, the price for that is $309, and it will go up. And I understand that that is an investment. It's at Caesar's Palace. I have a room reserved right now with 2 beds. You know, so if people are interested in going to that, I already reserved my ticket. I'm pretty sure Tracy's going too. It'd be an awesome time to network and meet some people, meet each other in person, as well as get some really amazing training that IntelliTravel has actually been given a big award. One of the Magellan Awards that I mentioned after a convention was actually for our ITQ. It stands for IntelliQuest, and that would be a really awesome training to invest in. And I don't know about you guys. I don't know, full disclaimer, I don't know your tax situation or anything, but I'm going to be using that as a tax write-off for my business at the end of the year. So
I'm definitely going, but I'm not staying at Caesar's because I am a Stratosphere girl.
I just reserved a room because they were saying that the block of rooms was going to be running out and the price was going up. So I reserved one. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay there or not, but I have one just in case. And I can pass that to somebody else too.
I still have that friend with condos that I haven't heard back from. I don't know why I can't find that on our events in February.
ITQ?
Yeah.
Maybe under a different link, but there is a link that was just posted in It's 5 o'clock somewhere travel group. And also you put the link, I think, in our travel chat too, that people can just go right to.
Yeah, but here's where you find your webinars, or if you want to go to a Dream Maker, here's where they will be.
Oh. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, it's Angie.
Hi, Angie.
Hello. Just wanted to let you know that week in February, Vegas, it's also NASCAR. So it will probably be very busy just to be able to get a room anywhere. So actually, I wouldn't give that up.
I'm not going to give it up. I'm going to give it to you guys.
The only reason I know is because the same week my husband's there for NASCAR. So it kind of worked out good. So my hope is to get there. But I do know other times I've tried to go when he was there because they stay at the track, but it is spendy. So
okay.
So I think it's like Monday to Wednesday, isn't it? The seminar, or Tuesday to something like that?
Wednesday to Saturday.
Yeah. So it is maybe it's the weekend after then, because I thought, what's the dates on it?
I think it's like let me look it up real quick.
I thought it was like maybe it is the same in this Saturday, the NASCAR's the next, but I know it was the same time frame. So I was like, oh, I better find out if I'm going quickly.
So registration's on the 19th. So really all you have to do is show up and register that day. So I plan on probably flying in that day. And then
and the 23rd. So yeah, so it's the 21st through the 23rd is NASCAR.
And yeah, so then the 20th, 21st, and 22nd will be when the event is actually going on, when the trainings will be occurring and all of that.
Perfect.
So at least we have that block of rooms if we need them.
I only have one reserved. I mean, I can reserve more than one if people want.
IntelliTravel does. IntelliTravel has a block of rooms.
And apparently the prices will be going up on even our block of rooms as time goes on. So if people think they're interested, let me know. I will reserve another room just to hold on to it. I can always let it go later. I don't mind doing that.
What's the price on the room that you got already, Ashley? Do you remember?
I think it's like $179 a night.
Yeah, no, I'm a Stratosphere girl. It's $49 a night.
Is that close? Do you know, Tracy?
I'm going with you, Tracy. We'll take the cab together.
Listen,
No,
I'm a
it's
mom
close.
over here. I do cheap stuff.
Well,
No.
I'm usually the same way, but I just coming back from convention and we stayed on site, and to me that was just huge to be able to run up to your room, and we even like ate lunch in the room, and we were able to do that because we were there. So like we just ordered like Instacart and had like sandwiches and chips and stuff for lunch to save money that way.
But you were at a resort where you were kind of not around a bunch of stuff. I mean, Vegas, there's something in every resort. There's something in everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
I get it.
For sure. Don't stay there. Go and don't stay there, or do whatever you want to do. We can pile a bunch of people in that room or whatever you guys want. And maybe your condo thing will work out too, because I was interested in that.
I would rather stay where Tracy's talking about and spend $49 and give you $25 to eat in your room.
All there with good pizza. I always stay at the Stratosphere.
I'll buy the pizza in the room if I could go upstairs, because when you're talking 49 versus 175, that's a big, that's $130. That's another 3 or 4 nights.
Yeah, right.
I think there's even something across the street from the venue that's a better rate too.
Well, and I understand, because Vegas, I mean, what was his name that was talking the other day about about how hard it is to get away around? And then I asked William Trace. I mean, I think it was William that I asked, and he said it's not that hard to get around Vegas.
No, there's buses, there's Ubers,
It's made for tourists. It's made for tourists to get around.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna go. I'm jumping on to the CLIA webinar that's going right now.
Okay.
So I just want to say thanks, and I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, thank you. I forgot about the CLIA webinar.
How long have you been, how many times have you been there, Tracy, to Las Vegas? I'm just curious.
5 or 6.
Nice. I've only been there once, and I stay at the Tropicana.
I like the Stratosphere. You can get rooms super cheap. There's a pool on the roof. There's a mall that has every food item you can imagine. I mean,
maybe I'll switch over to the Stratosphere.
It's the south end of the strip, so it's not by the Caesars, but I don't care. I'll hop in an Uber. If I spend a taxi, if I spend $10 on a taxi, that's still saving me money on the room.
Yeah, no, I got to talk to you about, because I'm gonna have to book the hotel. That's why I said I'm trying to juggle this with the Columbia thing.
Well, just remember that we're not allowed to call and ask for travel agent rates that week. It's against compliance. So, but I usually get the same rate at the Stratosphere. You can't call and be like, "Hey, I'm a travel agent. I'm coming for the convention. Can I have a rate?" No, it's against compliance. But I can usually get us a good rate anyway.
You can reserve a room, and it won't charge your credit card now. And then you can cancel it later if you want, if you think you're going to want to go. It's an option. That's why I went ahead and reserved a room, because I don't know if I want to stay there or not, but I just wanted to reserve something.
Yeah. Well, I still haven't heard back about the condo, and I'm kind of losing hope. I don't know why she's not getting back to me, but I've used that condo before, but I don't know. Maybe it's booked or whatever.
That's all right. We'll figure it out. For anybody who wants to go, we'll figure it out. Just get yourselves there, and we will figure it out.
Yeah. And William lives in Vegas, so he could drive us around. And since he's not on this meeting, then I'm going to go ahead and offer his services.
We'll go to William's house.
Well, I'm not going that far.
I'll work on that. I'll work on getting us the floors, okay? Blow up mattresses across the floor.
All right. I guess he's not on the call. So.
Hey, look,
I gotta-
do that. If it was right here in St. Pete, you guys, Angie, I mean, actually, all you guys could come stay here.
and with
I
me
would.
too.
Bring my air mattress.
I have. This is well. I'm sitting on my pull-out couch. 1, 2. I could sleep 8 right now without getting an air mattress. I have that much better.
Nice. That's awesome.
So remember that if it's in St. Pete, we got you covered.
Oh,
right.
thank you. You guys are sweet. You guys are the best.
I'm not saying it's the best, considering we only have one bathroom. That might be.
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
I want to be here in the morning. You know.
You probably take more time than any of us to get ready. All right, I gotta go. I have another group to work on. Sterling, do you have any questions for me right now? And
I'm just when I got it up, actually up and looking at it. I mean, it's up. You can look at adventures.com. I think I told you, but don't tell me I'm still rewriting it. I'm not happy with it.
You're never gonna be happy with it.
You got to just go with it.
It makes no sense if we're not doing those tours. I'll talk to you about it. I have to gear it to being more general public.
I see. That makes sense. I see.
It can't.
Okay.
I mean, even though I want it geared to Medellin, it's got to be geared to anybody going at any time of the year.
Right.
With
Right.
those in addition to it. I'll show. I mean, you can see. It's all about.
You can make the tours as an add-on, right? You can make it
Right.
general.
You already see where I've changed it from the original look. It will be ready soon.
Okay.
And just remember that perfection and procrastination are 2 big barriers to business.
No, it's live. I didn't take it back down. I left it
Awesome.
live.
Good.
And if somebody would call, I mean, we just haven't had any calls. And I've had lots. And remember what I told you guys to give me all the critiques? That's what one of the critiques, because there's no quote. No, there's
I
no.
didn't see. Did you put it in the chat? Because I don't think I even saw it.
No, he did not.
No, I haven't. I've been hiding. I'm hiding.
Don't be a secret agent.
Unless you show it to us.
I'm a secret. Yeah, I'm a secret. That's a good thing. I'll tell my sister that because she was asking me. She actually said that. What was it? A secret? And I'll tell her, no, I'm playing secret agent. You know?
You're being a secret agent, Sterling.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you on Monday. I gotta go. I got work.
Trace, I have been doing my assignment. I've listened to the tapes and been studying. I'm ready to take another day. She told me to get through the whole my training. That was my.
It's important.
That was my look from my teacher who I don't work. I mean, I know I work for myself, but for my teacher, I'm listening to Trace.
You should. And I really better go because my boyfriend is walking around with no pants on right now. So.
Oh God! Goodbye.
Bye, guys. Talk to you soon.
That's a whole other website.